Sorry, supernatural paranormal activity happening in the corner exchange at the moment. So, I'm Ed with the caretaker and I'll be taking you through the Untold Stories with this lovely book that they left for us. You'll look after this book once we're finished here, won't you? It's lovely. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is that right? 6? Nobody else? I've got a couple of things to tell you before we go. That's plenty. Oh, I can't do more than 6. Now then, don't step on anything you shouldn't be stepping on, and if you fall, it's your own fault. There's all signs of disclaimers. One more thing. Can you remember what it is this time? No! She's great at serving wine and water. But don't touch.
If you don't want touched.
Correct. Don't touch anything.
Oh yeah, that's it.
And it won't touch you.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, it might, if you're lucky.
Only heard it say.
This way, please.
I'll get it.
Come on.
Have fun.
Into the darkness. Shut the door behind you. That's it. You're too keen, madam. You have to slow down. Don't look that way. That's a mistake. This way, please. This way. That's it. Yes, hold on. Just wait. Wait, thank you. Could you keep up at the back, please? If we all stick together, it'll be a lot safer. Now, if you can't see me around this tour, just follow the light. In fact, could you give me a hand with that?
Yeah.
Thanks. Now, that hand there. Now, thanks very much. Right there. Okay. Now then, story number 1 of the Untold Stories.
In the early years of the 20th century, Willie Douglas was making his way home to Crimp Cramp, a lonely hamlet in Camps Valley. Willie was a shepherd, and he had been helping a neighbour with sheep in Cowgill. His route took him up the glen behind Lamington, where he often stopped to have a rest. One of his favourite spots was at a place known locally as the Vaults. At this time, there was very little of the original building left. It had fallen down many years previously and become overgrown. No one really knew why it was called the Vaults, but it wasn't hard to imagine that there had been dungeons or deep dark cellars in the original building. That afternoon the shepherd sat at the Vaults and ate the remains of his lunch, some bread and a bit of cheese. He was resting happily among the old stones when 2 people came into view, apparently out for a late afternoon stroll. This was extremely unusual. The spot was very remote, and the shepherd had rarely seen anyone there before. As he watched, the couple came closer, and he realised there was something else very odd. They were wearing clothes which would not have looked out of place in the home of a rich landlord about 50 years before. The shepherd quickly remembered his manners and very politely greeted the unusual pair with a slight bow and, "Day to you, sir, day to you, ma'am." To his surprise, the couple did not answer, but walked straight past him. Glancing down at his dog, he realised that the normally calm, quiet animal looked terrified, and before he could stop it, the dog ran off. Hoping the strangers were not offended at his dog's behaviour, he quickly tried to follow them to apologise. They were gone. Absolutely no evidence of their presence. There were no trees or high walls or other buildings in which they could hide. They were just not there. The shepherd went slowly home, and feeling a little foolish about the whole episode, he did not mention it to his wife or family. But he was glad to see that the dog had also arrived safely home. However, in the morning, he had to confess, overnight his hair had turned completely
completely white. Imagine that. Thank you. Now, if you can't stop playing with your hands, give me it back. Thank you. Touching that little boy with that hand he was. Come on then, this way. Now then, there's a bridge in Biggar. Are we all keeping up? There's a bridge in Biggar down by oh, it's the old age again. You'll get that soon. It's down by the carry-out Chinese restaurant thing, isn't it? Yes, and it's Cadger's Brig. Excellent, you're doing well. Fantastic. And so yes, come this way, just follow the light, please, if you don't mind. That's it. This way. Oh, there it is. Or something that looks remotely like it. If you just come in, that's it. All the way. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Come on! Why are we out today? Because nighttime is more fun. Okay, but can we at least go and play skipping? Come on. I don't want to. Why don't we play something like Take? Because Take's a boys' game. Why do you always act like a boy? Why do I always have to play with you? Because if you don't, I'll tell your mum what you did to the neighbor's cat. You can if you're not here!
Oh dear. Nasty, you're right. Now that was IKEA. And that was 1876. And in 1886, Violet returned to the very same bridge.
You see? You're dead. Now so are you.
Oh, you think it's funny, do you? You think little girls killing each other is funny? My goodness, what sick people live in this town.